Hi, my name is Dylan Burns, and I am one of the music librarians at the University of Washington, and I am going to be guiding you through using UW Library's streaming audio collections. Streaming audio is easier than you think. The UW Music Library has a subscription to a myriad of audio streaming collections that exist to support you in your research. In these specialized databases, you can search for different albums and tracks by genre, publisher, discipline, style, and much more. You can even create and save your own playlists and generate citations. All of this is possible from your computer at home. You may be thinking, what audio collections do we have? How do I find them? And how do I access them from home? I will walk you through finding and accessing these resources by first starting at our library homepage. First, you'll want to start by going to lib.washington.edu. From the library homepage, you can scroll all the way down until you reach the heading Start Your Research. From here, you will find a few different links. Today, we'll go to Research Guides under Research Help. Here, you can find a list of all of our research guides by subject. We are going to go to the Music Research Guide, but you can find research guides in all of our different disciplines. Navigating to the Music Research Guide, you can see that there are a variety of options on the left-hand side to choose from. We're going to click Audio and Video to access the audio databases we're going to be working with today. You can see that we have UW archival collections like the UW Ethnomusicology Archives, but we also have classical streaming audio from three primary databases: Classical Music Library, Database of Recording American Music, and the Nexus Music Library. We're going to start with Classical Music Library. You can see that Music Online Classical Music Library has several ways for you to browse and search through their collections. You can browse titles, instruments, performers, ensembles, time periods, publishers, composers, genres, and people. It also has organized things by time period and also by important composers. Today I'm going to do a sample search for Rhapsody in Blue. I'm just going to type Rhapsody in Blue in the search box and see what it gives me. You can see that we got several versions of Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue. And I can listen to all of these through the library's collection. So I'm going to click on one and see if this is the version I'd like. You can see that we have basic metadata like the composer, who we know is George Gershwin, but we also know who conducted the ensemble that's playing this. We know who the performers are. For example, this version is from the Cincinnati Pops Orchestra. This is from the City of Birmingham Symphony Orchestra. So different groups are going to have different takes on the performance. When you click on it, it should start playing. You can see that you can navigate through the song based on this sound wave. You can see that the interface has several ways to work with this piece, including generating a citation, sending it through email to yourself or to someone else, sharing it via social media, and adding it to a playlist. You'll need to go up here and create an account. You can see up here that it says one item selected, and it has put it into a playlist, and now I can name it something. I will name it Rhapsody in Blue. Since I've added this to a playlist, I can go ahead and format it for a citation. I'm going to go ahead and pick Chicago B and see what it gives me. This is generated through EasyBib, and while it might be pretty accurate, I would suggest that you check over the citation to make sure that what it generated meets your standards. Our other major audio streaming collection is Nexus Music Library. It works very similarly to Classical Music Library with a few differences, but Nexus is a little bit closer to Spotify. I'm going to perform the same search and see what we get. So you'll see that Naxos provides the same sorts of information, but Naxos is a little bit different from Classical Music Library in that it has its own internal player. In order to listen to the songs, you press this big play button over here. It'll start with the first track, which for this is Strike Up the Band. But I would like to listen to Rhapsody in Blue, so I'm going to select it. You can see that it plays just like Classical Music Library. The plus button here gives us more information about the players and the conductor and the ensemble. You can create playlists just in the same way that you would on Classical Music Library, but because Nexus is closer to something like Spotify, it doesn't have things like citation generation. But it does give you all the information you will need to make your own citations. You can see a little bit of history of the work. You can see the year it was composed, the instrumentation, the original publishers, how long it is, what period it's in, all that kind of information. Plus all of the cataloged recordings. Thank you for taking a little bit of time to learn about our audio streaming collections. We look forward to having you back in the music library soon.